it's time to fight Bowser again in space. Just because the idea isn't wholly original doesn't mean it isn't awesome. I mean, look at this place. I'm ignoring the skip button just because it looks real cool, even if it is a loop with some tubes. And the basic gist of this board is I had to do a couple of practice recordings just to familiarize myself with the rules. But whether or not you're familiar with those chain chomp boards in Mario Party 6 and 7, this is the same thing, except instead of chain chomps we have bullet bills and Bowser suits. Yeah, the Bowser suit makes a comeback, so that's pretty sweet. Normally you start with 5 stars, but I gave us all an additional 3 stars as a handicap, just because, well, this is Mario Party 8, so I thought it'd be fun if we had 8 stars. Yeah, one thing that I think is kind of clever about this board, maybe not clever, clever is definitely the wrong word, but just simple and obvious, is the DK-Bowser relationship here. It's very, very simple. If you land on DK, he gives you a star. If you land on Bowser, he takes away a star. Doesn't get much more simpler than that. Oh, and I'm playing as Birdo because, you know, I'm fighting against Bowser. If I get some fireballs headed my way, I can suck them up and spit them back out. Or at least that's the plan, anyways. These things almost never go exactly according to plan. And I am coming at you, well, not live because this is a recording, but I did a complete overhaul in my recording setup, so if things seem a little different, that's because I spent several hours, wait, no, not practice. I was just clicking on random buttons. Normally I would turn off the explanation screens like I do for all the other Mario Party videos I do, but 8 is probably the Mario Party game that I am the least familiar with. Plus it helps me to figure out where my pointer is before the game starts. Okay. This minigame is easier than I thought. I thought I had to point in a certain way, but no, it's just scrub, 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 scrub. Did I win? Did I shake it hard enough? I sure did. And that was awesome, because I also, kind of didn't really know what I was doing at the beginning. I like how shiny my diamond ring is. Oh, I also completely forgot that it shows the computer difficulties on the results screens after minigames. Yeah, I was going to be all like, and since last time we played 8, I won, I'm gonna do 2 hards and 1 very hard, and I'll let you try and guess which one it is. And then it was just going to be the one that's flame retardant because it's dry bones, but they gave it away for me, and I'm getting 2 stars stolen. Do I have... No, I don't think that red candy is a... The Bowser and Bullet Bill candies are blue, so I am not able to retaliate. This is going downhill a lot quicker than I intended. Oh, and then he lands on a Hamlet in space, and Bowser comes in. I guess these Mario Party 8 videos are going to be the closest we get to blind Mario Party LPs, because, like I said, I've definitely played all these boards before, but it's been a long time. Heck, it's been a long time since I've recorded on this game. So what does this do? Okay. Yeah, hit the slow dice block, but as far as I know, there isn't anything that I really want to land on just ahead. I just want to not get Bowser suited. Also, I think the Bowser suit in this game is really cute, because it does the traditional thing with your head sticking out, and then all of a sudden, like a couple of seconds later, just dink, helmet comes on top of you. Ooh, reversal. Well, this is gonna be fun. Also, I spy the Magic Land space ahead of me, but I'm not sure if it's directly ahead of where I just landed. I'm currently at a disadvantage in terms of stars, but I'll be back. I'll be back for sure. I just did a check of the settings. Turns out it's actually impossible to turn off the explanation screens. So that was a really good reason for having them turned on. Plus, it's always fun to see Mario's gloved hand just like interacting with the Wiimote in various different ways as I illustrate, but you can't see it because I'm not using a camera, though I do have that as an option with this new software I'm using. So, I mean, those of you watching probably couldn't care less about what recording software I'm using, but I do because I'm busy recording right now. Alpine Assault. The other advantage of playing a game I'm not familiar with is I'm not familiar with these mini-games. Let's see, I'm just gonna tilt to steer myself, and it's just gonna be a straight-up snowboarding race. Cool beans. Let's see if I can bust that record of 1 minute, really? Has this game never been played on this Fio? Oh crap, I was looking at Hammer Bro. Also, this minigame's apparently like really bad because it wait, what was the point of the A and B buttons? It said in midair to use them to rotate, but I don't see that doing anything. There we go. Just gotta string together some ramps, and that'll make you go faster. It's kind of a long minigame. Alright, I guess A and B buttons in midair don't actually do anything, or at least they didn't for me. Don't care. One minigame. Gotta do my cool little, well, it's not a pirouette. A pirouette involves a spin, right? I admit I don't know a whole lot about ballet. So yeah, that explains why the store is so important. So instead of showing a star space, they're like, here's the store. Okay. Oh, are we going reversing again? Yes, we sure are. And I'll admit I kind of don't really know where anyone on the screen is, and that kind of doesn't matter, especially when I don't have any candies to steal from people with. No, but I am going to go into a candy thing soon, so let's have a look-see at just... Oh boy, this is disorienting. And I have to, like, be seated farther away from my computer than normal, just so that my Wiimote is within range. I don't see anything I want, but I'm gonna get more candy, so you know what, let's just do it twice candy just for fun. There are still bonus stars, so if I end up in a tight spot and just get really unlucky with candies, then I have that to save me. Then, of course, we still have to contend with... Hooray! Still have to contend with the whole, fact that there's 6 different bonus stars and 3 of them appear at random. Luckily for me, being in 4th, I can buy candy for cheap. Yeah, we want Bowser candy because he's still 2 stars. Bullet Bill candy's useful because you do 2 dice blocks, but you only steal 1 star. Oh my gosh, is it? Nope, never mind. I'm not actually sure what determines whether or not you go left or right. Because I don't see any particular arrow being eliminated, and I have tons of coins. There's your reward for winning minigames right there, is just being able to buy those expensive Bowser and Bullet Bill candies. And I got a advantage because I'm in last place. Hooray. Thanks, Hammer Bro. So now I have 2, and oh crap, I'm right in front of him, aren't I? I honestly can't tell which way he's gonna go. Oh, but that candy transformation is super sweet. I'll get my star still, and I'll just be like holding my thumb up as I'm getting blasted by the... Okay. It would make sense for them to for you to go forward. But I don't know what he did there. Maybe he just took it just for the 2 dice blocks because he's afraid that I'm going to catch him, because I most likely will. I'm rambling a lot, and I'm mostly just talking about the game. But it is what it is. Oh, goody. Pachinko, but with bob-ombs. Am I a dropper? I'm a dropper. We're facing off against the difficult computer, which so far hasn't really done anything to distinguish himself against the other computers in terms of minigame skill, but we've also only played a handful of minigames, and most of them don't appear to have a high score ceiling. This one included because it appears to be more luck than skill based on the whole pachinko aspect. And oh my gosh, really? Can you bob-ombs stop canoodling with each other? Just 1 second so that we can get this pile of bag of bones. Man, these computers are like channeling those purple dart posts in Archer Eiffel, and you got exploded. I saw you walk through that explosion after time expired. Man, the stun icon with like the little blue whirlwind above your head isn't nearly as cool as the GameCube era stars with wings, you know, to kind of make a reference to the, you know, cartoons where someone would just have birds around their heads, except it's not birds. He just spent money on candy, but the candy was not... Oh, dang it. See, he was a couple of spaces ahead of me, and I was just about to go Bowser on space, but then the happening space triggered, and I can't really tell which are the happening spaces that make us reverse and which are the happening spaces that make that happen. But now I go next, which sucks, because I am pretty sure being on the same space is not going to count as passing if additional Mario Party rules are applied, and crap! A 1 was the absolute worst thing I could get, because I figured if I got a 2 or a 3 and hide in the other area, then I would the computer would probably go the other direction. I'm getting 2 more of my stars stolen. Wait, why did he hit 2 dice blocks? Maybe it's 3 dice blocks with blooper? Me trying to be all authoritative when I actually have no idea what I'm talking about. Oh. Well, the silver lining here is if it gets back around to my turn and no one has landed on another happening space, then I stand a relatively good chance of being able to Bowser/Bullet Bill up and get a bunch of stars. And speaking of getting a bunch of stars, a new one is about to enter our pool. DK's coming by on his satellite? Where'd you steal that one from? Does Donkey Kong Country have its own space program? Well, wait, didn't they, like, go to the moon in Donkey Kong Country Returns? I seem to remember that happening. Not with, like, spaceships or anything. I think I remember a ridiculous cutscene where Donkey Kong just sort of jumps up into the air and grabs the moon and turns it into bananas. That last part probably didn't happen. Maybe it did. Oh, gotta love a mini-game in which the title is made up of slant rhymes. Let me guess, this is just kill people, right? Or knock them off the platform. Same difference. It's Lava Tile Isle without the Tile Isle. And we're also in Hawaii, I guess? There's probably a couple of other areas that are really close to active volcanoes, but when I think of a lush green area next to volcanoes, I think Hawaii. After all, we're always in the process of adding new islands to Hawaii because of the underground volcanoes there that are consistently active and... Alright then. I remember it said in the rules that if you fell off you'd be eliminated. I kind of assumed if you hit fire you'd be eliminated too, so I just tried my best to steer clear of everything. I tried to do some kicks, but instead I kept just jumping around on people's heads like a moron. But hey, you know what? Pancaking people sometimes works out well.